Hey everyone, welcome back. At one time or another, you may have decided to do something really special for that amazing person in your life. And your first thought was, how about making a great meal? The only problem was, you didn't really know how to cook. In fact, you barely knew where the kitchen was. Well, if this is you, don't worry, you're not alone, and there is a way out. Today's video may open your eyes to a new culinary escapade. At the Tell Me More Hub channel, we share information about topics that interest people today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love to have you as part of our audience. So go ahead and subscribe now. You know how it is. You want to do something nice for your partner, so you decide to cook them a romantic dinner. But then reality sets in. You open the spice cabinet and see paprika next to oregano, and you think, wait, is oregano the green stuff or the stuff that looks like dirt? Yeah, we've all been there. But listen, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to be a Michelin star chef to create a special evening. This video is your no judgment zone, a safe space for those of us who can barely boil water without setting off the smoke alarm. We're going to laugh at ourselves, embrace the chaos, and most importantly, learn how to pull off a romantic dinner that looks like we actually know what we're doing. Because the truth is, it's the effort that really counts. And who knows, maybe along the way we'll even learn a thing or two about cooking. Okay, aspiring chefs, let's talk about setting the mood. Because let's be honest, ambiance can make or break a romantic evening. We're going for a warm, inviting atmosphere, kind of like a fancy restaurant, but, you know, without the awkward silence and the pressure to pronounce things correctly on the menu. First things first, dim the lights. And no, I don't mean just flicking off the fluorescent overhead. We're talking soft, romantic lighting. Candles are your best friend here. Just promise me you'll be responsible, all right? No recreating the Great Fire of London on our watch. Next up, music. Choose a playlist that's both romantic and upbeat. Something you can sway to while pretending to know how to waltz. And remember, keep the volume low enough for conversation, unless you're planning on doing some interpretive dance to express your feelings. In which case, please send me an invitation because that sounds amazing. Now, let's talk about the food. The key here is to choose dishes that are simple to prepare. Remember, we're not trying to impress Gordon Ramsay here. We just want to avoid setting off the smoke alarm and/or giving our partners food poisoning. Pasta is always a good choice. It's pretty difficult to mess up, and there are endless possibilities for sauces and toppings. And here's a little secret store-bought sauce is totally acceptable. I mean, have you ever tried making a good marinara from scratch? It's basically a part-time job. Another great option is a simple baked chicken or fish. Season it with salt, pepper, maybe a little lemon juice, and pop it in the oven. You can't go wrong with that. And hey, if you're feeling really ambitious, you could even try grilling it. Just make sure you have a fire extinguisher handy, just in case. Every romantic dinner needs a salad. But don't worry, I'm not going to make you whip up a homemade vinaigrette or anything crazy like that. We're going to take a shortcut, and by shortcut, I mean we're using a bag of pre-washed greens. Don't judge, they're actually pretty good these days. Plus, it saves us time and effort, which we can then use to, I don't know, learn how to fold a napkin into a swan or something. Now, to make this salad look like we put in some actual effort, we're going to add some fancy toppings. Think dried cranberries, candied pecans, maybe some crumbled goat cheese if you're feeling adventurous. The goal here is to create the illusion of culinary expertise. We want people to look at this salad and think, wow, they even know how to toast nuts. They must be amazing. All right, let's talk about the main event, the main dish. Now, remember, our goal is to make something delicious with minimal effort, right? So, put down the souffle dish and step away from the pressure cooker. We're going old school, my friends, with a classic, the baked potato. Yes, you heard me right. Baked potatoes are the superheroes of the culinary world. They're cheap, easy to make, and incredibly versatile. Scrub them clean, poke them with a fork a few times, rub them with a little oil and salt, and bake them in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour, or until they're soft. While those bad boys are baking, prepare an array of toppings. Think sour cream, chives, shredded cheese, bacon bits, broccoli and cheese sauce, chili. The possibilities are endless. This way, your date can customize their potato to their liking, and you'll look like a culinary genius who caters to individual preferences. It's a win-win! Okay, we're in the home stretch now, dessert time! And let me tell you, this is where we really get to embrace our inner child and have some fun. Because, my friends, nothing says I love you like a dessert that looks like it was created by a 5-year-old hopped up on sugar. We're talking ice cream sundaes, people. Go all out with different flavors of ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, sprinkles, cherries, the works. You can even set up a little sundae bar and let your partner create their own masterpiece. This is a judgment-free zone, remember? So if you want to put gummy bears on your sundae, go for it. Life is too short to be a dessert snob. Besides, who needs a fancy souffle when you can have a mountain of sugary goodness that will make you smile like a kid again? Okay, confession time. Even with the best intentions and a carefully curated playlist, sometimes things just don't go according to plan in the kitchen. The smoke alarm might go off, the pasta might be overcooked, or maybe you accidentally set a dish towel on fire. Hey, it happens to the best of us. But fear not, my culinary comrades, because this is where our secret weapon comes in, the backup plan. Now, the backup plan doesn't have to be anything fancy. In fact, it's best to keep it simple and stress-free. Order takeout from your favorite restaurant, have a frozen pizza on standby, or even just whip up a simple cheese and crackers platter. The most important thing is to have something ready to go just in case the culinary gods decide to test your patience. All right, my fellow kitchen adventurers, we've made it to the final and most important chapter, enjoying the moment. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the food, right? It's about spending quality time with the person you care about most. So, put on your happy faces, pour yourselves a glass of wine or grape juice, no judgment here, and savor the fruits of your labor. And by fruits of your labor, I mean the delicious meal you either slaved over or ordered in a moment of panic. The important thing is that you're together, sharing a laugh, and maybe even making a few memories along the way. Because that's what romance is all about, right? Oh, and leftovers. Romance is definitely about leftovers too. So there you have it, folks. A step-by-step guide to creating a romantic dinner, even if your culinary skills are, shall we say, a work in progress. Remember, it's all about setting the mood, keeping things simple, and most importantly, having fun. Don't be afraid to laugh at your mistakes, embrace the chaos, and just enjoy being in the moment with your loved one. And hey, if you do happen to set off the smoke alarm, just blame it on your charming clumsiness. It works every time, so go forth and conquer the kitchen. Or, just order takeout and call it a night. Either way, I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time. Happy cooking, everyone! One last thing. If you have a funny story to tell about your cooking adventures and wouldn't mind sharing it, subscribe to the Tell Me More Hub channel and leave the story as a comment. We'll see you on the next video.